I
didn't level up for killing stormtroopers.
Let's find Ryan. If you don't get Warzone, let's get a game that is also another game that's cross-platform.
can all play.
That we can play.
Well, I see Jason on Steam all the time, so
I'm literally never on Steam ever.
you're logged in all the time.
I'm logged in, but I don't think my laptop could run anything decent.
Well, that's what I'm saying. You could just do Steam Remote Play or something like that. But we should look and see what's cross-platform either way, because I
Definitely.
probably
0 credits.
I have like 500.
Doritos Crash Course is cross-platform.
TF2.
God, anything can run TF2.
Can an Xbox run TF2?
No.
Oh, your old Max could run TF2 though.
Yeah, it would take so long to load into those fucking matches.
You know.
All right, are we ready?
Yes.
Finish my post-workout smoothie. Starting to wrap up this freedom train with a little bow, the team begins to express active concern at the approach of a massive Imperial force descending on the planet. Fasa, Plo, and Arca are plotting an escape while TONT and a freed Wookiee sprint towards the last remaining guarded camp. Gonzoro, having swayed fellow Wookiees to forgiveness and understanding of his absence during the war, has rallied them to brace for conflict ahead. In an interesting turn of events, Ain is actively performing surgery on Kier to save his life, hopefully before the Imperial officer breaks into the cage room.
Oh,
right.
your 7 sure would be a shame if you were to die here.
So, Plo, you are starting us off.
Can you remind me where I am?
Currently, just to recap that, you're currently with Fasa and Arca trying to figure out how to get the heck out of this situation.
All right. I'll roll a perception. Just a general perception. Oh, nice. 14.
All right. So you're kind of overwhelmed and stressed by all the stuff that's going on right now, and you kind of look towards the sky and you can see like the crest of the nose of the Imperial Star Destroyer Chimera starting to poke through the clouds as it descends towards the planet, and a small squadron of 3 or 4 TIE fighters seem to be heading in your direction.
How far away is Arca's ship?
It's probably the other side of the camp. You guys are a little bit past the middle of it, so you're probably 3/4 of the distance of the camp away.
And we're running the opposite direction?
You're not really moving anywhere right now. I wouldn't say you're running. I think you guys just finished clearing one of the other camps.
Okay, I think all or at least one of us should go back to Arca's ship and get it running and get ready for a hot exit.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I can do that. Aren't I alone right now?
Warm up the engine.
Are you a pilot though?
Yeah.
I have a pilot.
Oh, do you? Can you signal for him to get the motor running and maybe come towards us?
Yes. I don't remember what his name is.
You still have my bag of things.
So we got to start, I think,
No, because
getting all together for easier pickup. Because we
you guys are.
need to get out of here, right? Do you guys agree?
We need to get the heck out of Dodge.
So how far away am I from? You said that. Who's going towards the last Wookiee camp? Is it Fasa?
TONT and another Wookiee.
Okay. How far away am I from them?
Probably 200 yards, and they're running away from you. But
Okay.
that camp is closer to where the other ship is at.
I'm going to start running towards them too because I have a feeling they might need help because it's still guarded, right?
Yeah.
I'm going to start sprinting over to assist them.
Okay. Alrighty. I actually forgot to mention that, Kier, it would have been your turn, but you are currently incapacitated.
I was knocked out. I figured that. I figured as much.
But I would like you to roll. Just roll a D20, straight D20, and let me know what you have.
18.
What was it?
18. 1-8.
All right, so as Ain is currently actively operating on you, you open up your eyes and see her and just like express some gratitude, like just some waves of gratitude in the force toward her, and then pass back out.
Yeah.
And Ain, it is your turn. You're actively performing surgery right now, but I need you to do a couple rolls. And I'm going to have you just do a sequence of cat movement in the background. Give me 3d20 and just let me know what it is that you have.
That's the amount of damage you take.
Thanks.
Oh, not that bad.
28.
Don't add them all up. Give me them separate.
14, 5, and 9.
Ooh.
Okay, so as you're getting in there, your first cut really like boosts your confidence. You get in there, get the knife down, and you're like, all right, like I know what I'm doing. And then the second you like pull away some of the skin, you accidentally nick an artery,
Jesus
and
Christ.
some blood starts squirting out. And you immediately like are like, oh my gosh, start stressing out and like searching around for what it is that you need to do and add some pressure to it.
Wow, level 7's gonna die from a botched surgery. How hilarious would that be?
All right,
That increased my
Arca
level.
or Fasa.
If I kill him.
You gain XP.
It'd be karma.
I'm sorry, I'm moving my setup here. I'm with Arca and Plo.
Who just started sprinting away, but you're currently with Arca.
So I know where Ain and Kier are.
You know the direction they're in just because you can sense the disturbance, the stress and the disturbance in the force over that direction.
Who has the keys to our ship?
Plo.
I'm gonna I'll look at Arca and I'll be like, I think my friends need some help. Please secure us transport off of this planet, and I'll go run to make sure they're Kier and Plo. No, Ain and Kier are okay.
Take you like 5 turns to get there, isn't it?
He's actually closer. That's probably
Okay.
one of the closer spots that he is. I mean, it is one of the back corners, but it will take you probably 2 turns if you're sprinting in that direction. But you'll still be actively in surgery. You'll be towards the end. I've been
How do I feel
totally
about
watching-
Alex? I don't know how I feel about Alex protecting us with his limp lightsaber, not able to get it up.
Hey
I
now,
forgot about that.
I've been botching this order savagely, so forgive me.
I have been known to botch initiative, so don't worry.
Arca, you are next, and I'll just reset next rotation.
Okay.
I actually got a whiteboard in order to keep that shit straight in my head.
Yeah.
So I was with
Fasa.
Fasa
Fasa
and Plo.
and
They
Plo.
both sprinted off in opposite directions, basically.
And which one told me to get?
Plo told you to get the ship running.
Okay.
I basically said the same thing.
Give that back to you then.
As he starts running, I'm just like, wait, who are your friends? How many?
Well, let's see. We've got
You're already sprinting away.
Yeah, you're gone.
they're all over here.
And are there any Wookiees near me?
There are a few Wookiees, but most of them have joined Gonzoro.
Well, because if
started
there's
meandering
one
away.
next to, like, near me, like within walking distance, I'm
Yeah.
gonna walk over to one, tap them on the shoulder, and be like, "Excuse me, are you one of their friends?"
And he looks down and just goes, "Ah!"
I see. Well, I'm going to take that as an affirmative. And if you'd like to come with me, friend, we could go to my ship. And I'm going to call my pilots, Hypro. And I'm just gonna call him on like my little comm and be like, Hypro, we have people coming. I don't know how many. I don't know if they'll all fit. In fact, I don't even know how many people can fit on my ship. But
I can tell you that.
there will be a few. And make sure there's tea.
God, I don't have to travel with savages.
All right, so you're just gonna hang there and wait for the ship or wait for the pilot to come basically pick you all up.
Yep.
Righto. So you can fit. I just looked at it and now I've lost it again. The crew of 2, which you already have, and then up to 11 passengers of
more than I
reasonable
thought.
humanoid size.
Sweet.
So size and shape, that is to say.
Okay. Wookiees
So
are
you
a
have
little
some
bigger
decent room.
than humanoid size. They're like 2 humanoid size.
Yeah, like 1 3/4.
So I can fit like 5 of them.
Yeah. All right, Gonzoro.
Ooh. So I'm with the Wookiees right now, right?
Yes, you are currently leading a small band of Wookiees.
Did we ever decide what we want to do? I mean, I can't be that asshole and just leave again. Just be like, well, after I like convinced them.
Funny story. I gotta get out of here.
Can I just like start moving towards the party, I guess?
You want to move towards the party or towards the ship? I mean, everyone's kind of separated, so we just want to have a goal of like, do we want to go help one of these other parties, or be like, let's take these folks back to the ship and see what we can do.
Let's just take them back to the ship. So, do I need to roll anything? I mean,
No, you can just come on, fellas.
can you send TO1T to drop my stuff off with me? TO1T still has like
I still have it.
staff and everything, right?
I have your electro
God
staff.
damn it! You have my what about my pistol?
TO1T has your pack.
Yeah.
Has
I have
the
your
pack of
electro
all your
staff.
stuff.
How did you get my electro staff, Jace?
Because we were gonna break in and then you were gonna break it out. I was gonna throw it to you and it was gonna be really cool.
Oh.
But we just
It was.
got to that point.
All right.
Right.
Well, I'm just gonna head back to the ship. How many turns do you think it'll take for me to get back?
You're probably 2. I mean, but because you're all Wookiees, you're not gonna. If you are sprinting in that direction, it's not gonna take you that long. It'll probably take you 2 turns. Like if you start sprinting there now, the end of your beginning of your 3rd turn or 1, 2, you'll probably be there because y'all will run fast at like 7 foot whatever. Those legs are gonna be mighty long.
I do have a quick question. Is speed just the amount of spaces I can move in like 1 turn?
Yeah, but I don't really honor that.
Okay.
I mean, just like a best effort.
All right, I'll end my turn there then.
Alrighty. It is TO1T who is actively sprinting towards the last small group, or the last small band of Wookiees that are still tied up, as well as the troopers that are still there.
Is he within shooting distance?
TO1T?
Yeah.
Of who?
He's. I mean, anything's within shooting distance if you want to take a shot.
That's the spirit.
Well, let's see.
You can ask Adam about that one.
You miss 100% of the shots you don't take, baby. Right, George?
Let's see him, Adam. You got your cat with you?
Yeah, he's eating right now, though. I'm just gonna leave
Oh,
him.
yeah.
All
I
right,
don't know
I'll
if
wait
he's-
until I get a little closer. How many turns is it gonna take Tio and T to get there? Just one?
I mean, he's not far off at this point. He's going to be like on top of him by the end of the turn here. So if he's just continuing sprinting for the next 3 to 5 seconds, then he's like probably within 50 yards of him.
All right, let's start blasting then. Blast some of these
Blast
bitches
'em.
down.
Blast them, Sklar.
So anyway, I start blasting.
Blast.
All right, let me see. It's going to be roll your d20 and then his ranged attack
Here you go, Mike.
Ooh.
plus X. And I actually don't think he has a range penalty actively right now. So
Okay. So. Ranged attack. Where's his range? Oh, okay. 17.
17, eh? That's pretty solid.
Boom, da, boom, da, boom.
You are just gonna hit him. He's shooting, and it'll hit him. And you're going to do 3d8. And you can sum those.
Summon them up. 14.
All right. So TLT, as he's sprinting, just imagine his entire body moving. His gun, just like dead eye, and just hits one of the 3 clone troopers and immediately down, out for the count.
Nice.
Alrighty, now we're back to Kier. Kier, roll me another d20.
Okay.
Is he still bleeding out?
He is profusely bleeding.
15.
What was it?
15. If I die, I'm not bringing another character back.
All right, 15.
Oh, why not?
You can see him crack his eyes open a little bit, and he takes a deep calming breath, and the bleeding stops, and he also brings some additional calming to Aine as she's performing the surgery, and kind of again reassuring her that yes, I can do this. This is something I'm able to accomplish.
Fingers crossed.
No
That's the spirit.
Oh, I had my fingers crossed. Awesome.
Oh, man.
Fasa, you are sprinting now towards the direction of Aine and Kier.
I thought I was next.
How long is it?
Changing, sorry, I screwed up the order last time, so I'm
good.
recorrecting it this time around.
All good.
How long is it going to take to get to them?
Why don't you roll a perception check?
Yes. Perception 10. That's a dirty 20.
All right.
In my dirty 20.
As you're sprinting forward, and you just kind of see the blur of the group of Wookiees led by Gonzoro as they're kind of going at a 45-degree angle of where you're at, and as you look ahead, you see the speeder of the Imperial officer that he had dismounted and is now working his way through the building, and you sense that he's on the hunt, and you estimate you'll probably be there in 5 to 10 seconds. With your active sprint, so you'll be there at the beginning of your next turn at the door or the entryway where you suspect the officer went through.
Yeah, I'm gonna, and while I'm sprinting in, I'm gonna do a sense the force.
Okay.
Meaning I automatically sense disturbances in the force.
Alrighty.
Out to a range of 1 kilometer. Disturbance. You can make a DC 15. Use the force check to determine. Oh, that's only if it's a full round action. Hang on.
Sorry.
So I guess I can,
Minutes.
if I'm trained in it, I can automatically sense it.
Or you're just
doesn't
doing
really
one, and you have it. Is that what you're saying?
that's what I'm getting. Yeah.
That's fine. So you reach out as you're sprinting through this. You're clearing your mind, and you reach out with your feelings through the force, and you feel this something really deep and dark, but not from where you expected, because you were kind of searching up and
Right.
looking at the threat that's in the sky, and the force is warning you about something in the opposite direction.
Right behind me.
I wonder who that could be.
Yeah, probably Jason.
Likely.
All right, Plo, now it is you.
I'm gonna perception check to see how far I am from the remaining 2 troopers and like what's around them and if I would have a potential ranged attack.
Okay.
16.
All right, so you are currently about 150 yards away, so you can see him out there, and you've kind of raised your rifle up and just kind of looking down the scope to see if you can take the shot, and you're kind of like, I might be able to make it, but it's going to be a difficult lie. And TONT is kind of not quite in the line of sight, but he's sprinting in that same direction and is closing that gap.
Okay.
So you have some concern that you might damage him if you take a long range shot.
Is there any cover between me and the camp?
If you strafe to the left fairly significantly, the guard tower is there. But it's going to be a slight detour. I mean, you'll add an additional 50 yards or so.
But would I make it there my next turn?
Yeah, you'll probably reach there if you decide to do that, you can reach there by the end of this turn. So you'll be there at the beginning of your next turn.
And from the guard tower, how far of a shot would it be to the
About
camp?
100 yards.
Okay, I'm gonna get up there. Just in case any other shit goes down, I can kind of have like an overwatch on the entire area and just snipe at people if I have to.
Righto. Heading in that direction. All right, Ain, we're back to you. Actively, again, performing surgery. Give me another 3 D20s and let me know what you have.
Okay. 11, 9, 18.
Love that.
All right, so after this reassurance, you're able to go in again and just like, all right, I got this, and you start, you move, you refocus here and actively treating the burn wounds from the blasters, and pull out some and apply the patches to kind of heal these back to patches that you have as part of the surgery kit. And the first one you apply, you can audibly hear the soothing sound that he makes like in his unconscious state. And then the second one, he bolts upright and just like he screams, and it startles you so much. And then he calms back down, lays back down calm. And then your third one you apply, and again the soothing sound of relief. Arca.
I guess I'm just waiting for the ship, but I will take a look around me, try to see if I can see other people that I need to herd onto my ship, or that I assume I need to herd onto my ship.
Yeah.
So I'll do perception.
All right.
That is a 26.
All right. So as you look around, all of the groups of Wookiees are now kind of starting to converge on the landing area, and you have a little bit of concern because there's only two ships there. There's yours and the one that the rest of the crew brought over. And you're like, I don't know that we're going to have room for all this. They're all heading that area because they're like, freedom, just ready to get off planet. And you look up and you see the small group of TIE fighters again continuing to close now, and they're at a distance that is now a little startling, because it seems like they're going to. It's unknown what it is that they're going to do.
I guess I will continue to wait. I was gonna see if I could do like try to remember something, but that would be another action. So
Righto. Gonzoro, you're sprinting to the ship actively, and you will reach it at the beginning of your next turn.
Okay. I'm just gonna keep going, I guess. Yeah, I'm not gonna do a perception check or anything. So yeah, I'll just keep moving.
All right. TONT is now closing and is within 10 to 20 yards of the remaining two clone troopers.
Perfect. I'll keep blasting it, bitches. And actually, let's Wookiee's with him too, so I'll he'll yell over to the Wookiee, "Hey, you grab this one, I'll get this one." Whatever. Yeah. He can actually. He'll say it in Shriwook because he's a son of a bitch and he likes to show off. So.
All right. So I'll have you roll for that Wookiee, and just go ahead and roll. We're gonna do physical because really he doesn't really have. He has a pipe basically, and that's about it.
Sure he does.
He's going in. He's just going in, screaming with the thing above his head to kind of smash down on Drax and Slounced again.
Okay.
Roll your D20.
You got 11.
11. All right. So he brings the pipe, and it creates a huge commotion, and just kind of but the guy, it doesn't really hit him. He just kind of rolls back to avoid it. And 2-1T again raises his gun, and who's he going to shoot at? Same one or a different one?
He'll shoot at the same one, realizing that the Wookiee only has that pipe. He'll shoot at the same one.
All right. So go ahead again and roll a D20 for attack for him, and then you can add your range attack dex mod.
20.
All right, so you're going to hit him. Go ahead and roll your 3d8.
9 total.
All right. So again, and this time just kind of because of the way that the Wookiee kind of made the guy move and back up a little bit, he kind of hits him with two of them, but it just kind of hits deflects off his armor and pierces it in one spot, but isn't enough to knock him down. All righty. Kier. Again, last turn actively in surgery. Go ahead and roll another D20 and let me know what you have.
15.
All right.
15.
So again, this time keeping your eyes closed and just basking in the soothing glow of the Bacta patches. You send some additional waves of thanks and appreciation to Ain, especially in recognizing that this was likely unwarranted with the past that you two have.
Son of a bitch.
All right, Fasa.
Did I have my lightsaber out at the
No.
beginning of this? What did you say?
No.
Did I? Can I say I drew it last session or last turn?
It's a swift action, so if you want to just draw it, you can.
Well, what I wanted to do was do a full round battle meditation as soon as I get in. It's because that's a full round action. I don't know if I can take a swift action in addition to.
I'll allow it.
Okay.
I'll allow it.
Well, so I'm gonna get into the room where Kier and Ain are, and I'm gonna.
Well, you're not going to get into the room. You're going to get into the building.
Oh, so do I not see them?
It's a long hallway. You're not going to be able to see them from where
Okay,
you're
well then I guess that works that I draw my lightsaber and then start that battle meditation.
Okay.
Just for the record, that means that he stalls as he opens the tab. It allows you and your allies to work together seamlessly with a level of precision that can only come from the Force. So full round action.
Are
just
you
spend the Force
igniting your
multiple-
lightsaber then?
Oh, not yet. No, I'm not until I get closer. But
Okay.
I'm igniting this battle meditation. But any you and all allies within 6 squares of me, 30 feet, gain a +1 insight bonus on attack rolls that last until the end of the encounter.
All right.
So
Very good.
Yeah.
I like igniting a battle meditation.
yeah.
It's like going Super Saiyan.
Precisely.
All right, Plo, you have reached the guard tower.
If I scale the guard tower, is that a whole turn move?
Uh,
Because I would
You
like
can.
to scale the guard tower and then do a perception once I get on top with a better vantage point.
all right, do you have climb ability? You do, so go ahead and roll that.
Climb, where do you see that?
It is the first one on your skills
Oh,
list.
yeah. So do I need to, what do I roll?
Just roll d20 and then add your check mod for that.
29. Why couldn't I get that on an actual other fucking good roll?
All right, so with ease, you sprint up to the guard tower and just do a massive leap and grab the edge of the windowsill and then just kind of propel yourself above to the top with that and land. And you kind of look around, hoping someone saw it, but then like getting over it a little bit and moving on. What are you going to do up there? Just kind of get yourself in a shooting position?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, so you walk over or you get over to the edge and just crouch down. You won't be able to take a shot this time, but you can get into a position to do it for next turn.
Yep.
All right, Ain, can you wrap up this surgery?
Can I do it?
Give me 3 more d20s.
Got 13, 4, and 12.
Oof.
Oof is right.
All right, so you're now at the stage of applying bandages to just kind of hold the back to patches in place and just kind of wrap it up so that he's G2G. The first bandage you apply perfectly. It goes exactly as you would expect. Is able to wrap it on like perfect tension on it and perfect, not cutting off any circulation. The other two, you can kind of hear something down the hallway, and you suspect it's that Imperial officer. You just hear someone sprinting down at full bore down the hallway. So the second one you tie on is extremely tight and on his arm where he got shot, and it's cutting off the circulation a little bit. And then the last one you apply is extremely loose, and just like hastily applied.
Did you count your tools?
I thought you said Google. All right, and you'll be done with that next turn.
Good.
Arca.
Okay. So these Wookiees are slaves, right? There has to
Slaves now.
they have to be paperwork, receipts of ownership. My plan is Arca wants to go find those and grab them.
Okay.
I'm gonna sit down and do some paperwork in the middle of combat.
Those are, you suspect those are likely in the only building around, which is that central control, the central tower that's in the middle of the square.
And how far is that from me?
It's probably 75 yards or so, 50 to 75 yards of where you're at.
Is anybody else there? I can't remember.
Plo is currently on top of it sniping.
But oh, did Fawcett give me a means to talk to them?
Sure I would have.
I feel like you did. Like-
I definitely did.
Let's check. We talked about it, but it does not appear you have.
Damn it. Okay.
Oof.
I don't know that Fossa had anything to give, to be fair.
Damn it,
And-
Fossa.
Can the Wookiees travel more than me in a turn?
They can travel quicker than you, yes.
I'm going to persuade one of the Wookiees to carry me and run.
Up. Upsies.
All right. You have something for persuasion, don't you?
Yes.
Yes. So go ahead and roll d20 and add your persuasion check mod.
That is a 20.
Your check mod was higher than my roll anyway, so. So the Wookiee gathers, it generally gathers what it is that you're saying.
I'm like, me up,
Upsies.
you pick.
So he reaches down, kind of bundles you like a little, or like a large baby, and just immediately starts sprinting in that direction. And
Or
you'll be there.
baby.
The building in the beginning of
Baby.
your next turn.
It was so exciting.
Some references she won't understand.
I do pick very stealthily, because I do not want to insult this Wookiee who is helping me, but I take a handkerchief out of my sleeve and I just kind of hold it like this.
All right, Gonzoro, you have reached the ship.
Do you want me to pick y'all up?
That would be nice.
We don't have to do this whole let's get in a combat situation again.
But I want more levels.
Huh?
We're already in combat, or at least TO&T and the Wookiee are.
Well,
You're about
I'll
to
at
be,
least
Adam.
bring the ship near, and that way if
Yeah.
we need to get out, we can get out. So
Okay.
I'll and how many people can we fit in the ship?
Let me pull it up. I will add a slight aside. Plo has the keys.
I'm never in the right spot. I'm always like so out of this. I'm like just barely, I'm struggling so hard to stay like active. I haven't done anything.
Now you
Me
can
both, Mike.
attempt to hotwire it.
I'm
Don't you dare hotwire my ship.
You have mechanics ability.
yeah, I'm gonna give it a shot.
All right. And let me pull real quick how many people we can fit in this. It's one normal crew, and as you recall, this is like the star yacht that we stole from the gambler,
Yeah.
or the ex long dead gambler,
Yeah.
and it's an 8-passenger.
Okay, so I'm gonna bring as many Wookiees as I can on.
There's gonna be no room for us then.
Well, I'm bringing them to the combat situation, and then I'm
Just
gonna let them
leave them
take
for
over
dead.
the combat,
You're gonna
and then we
sacrifice
can all
them?
just slide out.
Jesus.
They're not gonna want to get off the ship once they get in, I feel like.
Hey, I just want to get I want to be active. I feel like I've just been like traveling, like even like last time we played. I want to be.
You
part
actually
of
do
this.
have pilot ability too, so
Yeah, I know.
may be able to do this. So
Try
go
to
ahead.
stagger the stormtroopers.
I'm not afraid to use force points. I'm hot wiring this.
All right, hotwire just be
All right, 1d20.
D20 and add your mechanics check mod.
Come on, don't be shit. Okay. So I got 23.
Ooh, okay. That's pretty good. So you like sprint as you're sprinting in, you get into the cockpit and just tear open a panel because you already have some pre-existing knowledge about this ship, and like immediately rip out a handful of wires and then take these two small ones and it goes woo, 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 and you're like, ah!
Can I have all the other Wookiees like cheering with me too?
You let out this cry of exasperation first, and then you're like, and then one more time, click them together and like twist it around, and the ship fully powers up.
All right. Okay. So how many Wookiees were with me exactly?
You have 6 or 7 Wookiees with you.
Oh, okay. So I can get them all on the ship then.
You should be able to. It'll be a tight squeeze with the amount of people that you have in there, but you will be able to fit them all with you.
Terry's in there too.
Yeah.
Terry's still crouched in the
Terry.
medic bay,
Med
kind
bay.
Yeah.
of licking his wounds.
All right. Let's get the ship and head over to where the action is, I guess.
All right, so you can pilot it next turn. Or you can pilot it over to the area next turn.
Okay.
Good. That's kind of neat. TO1T still engaged with the last 2 clone troopers here.
All right, let's kill this bee.
And real quick, roll 2d20 and let me know what the individual is for each one.
14 and 14.
Multiplier.
Both 14s?
Yes.
Okay.
Odds of that are like 1 in 20.
That's statistically impossible.
All right.
It's higher than that.
So yes, go ahead and do the Wookiees move first.
Shush. What?
Go ahead and do the Wookiees move first.
Okay. He's gonna swing his pole at this guy that's closest to him.
All right, go ahead and do your D20.
Yeah, Jesus. He got 8. He just can't do it.
So he, after a big swing and a miss, he raises it back up and kind of does one of the propeller swings. Woo!
Jesus.
Try and hit both of them. And just
Embarrassing.
pretend that the clone trooper, it to the clone trooper, it kind of looked like it was in slow motion. He just like he takes like a slow step back. Just like, he's like a foot and a half away from his head.
All right.
TO1T is now.
All right. So TO1T just kind of like lowers his blaster and just looks over at the Wookiee like, and then raises it back up and starts shooting
All right.
at the guy. Oh, freak. Oh no. That's what you get. Karma 4.
Use the force point.
Oh, was it 4?
Yeah.
All right. So he's after his droid expressed exacerbation of just really. And then he picks it back up, but it kind of goes off in his hand on the way back up, and the 3 shots just kind of scatter out to nowhere. So the clone trooper that just avoided that is now, he's kind of like, that's 2 extremely wide shots that weren't anywhere near me. I don't know that this is really a threat.
Well, good.
So first thing he does, takes his stun baton and just tries to whack the back of the legs of the Wookiee to try and take it down. Let me roll for that. Man, I tell you, curse of the commentator rolls over here. He swings, and like at the same time, in kind of like this extremely goofy fashion, the Wookiee is just like still mid-spin, lifts his leg up and is like spinning around a little bit like he's dazed, but avoids the hit to the leg.
All
This
right.
other trooper, looking back at that, draws his blaster and aims at TO1T. Oh, he may actually hit him finally.
Oh.
212 does not have a lot of health. Do you have mechanic skill?
What is your reflex defense? Nope. So he shoots at him, and all three of the shots just kind of just miss, and they actually go through his legs, because if you recall, he extended his legs, and he was used to shooting droids in the actual clone army, so he wasn't used to the odd specifications of this droid who had been artificially extended. So all three of those shots miss.
Perfect. This must just look ridiculous to Adam up on that tower. We're all so close to each other. No one's hitting.
All right, Kier, give me a D20.
19.
All right, so you are awake.
Praise the Lord.
What are you doing? You're awake. It's like you don't even know how to use any turns anymore. You don't have to
It's literally
How to
been
do a
since,
turn.
like
It's not
two
the same
times.
Kier we once knew.
He's here, but good now.
How much health do I have?
That is a good question. You're at like 50 HP right now.
Does Casey have any med packs?
I do not.
Fuck.
Chase, you need to get your own med packs.
I'm also
Mine
broke.
have too.
Okay. Okay. Where am I again?
You're inside a dilapidated building where you guys just freed a bunch of Wookiees in the cage room there.
All right, I'm gonna make my way towards the. Isn't there a big hole in the wall?
You guys entered through a hole in the wall down a hallway, and through the other hallway, you can hear the sound of the Imperial officer rapidly approaching, and will likely be there at Ain's turn.
But hey, that's me, isn't it?
No, you're standing inside at the other end of the hallway.
I thought it was you too.
So what do you want to do
The
here?
officer is in the middle of where you guys are. You guys are at both ends of this hallway, and the officer is rapidly running away from Fasa towards Ain and Kier.
Well, we know he's coming because they told us on the comms, so I would probably draw your lightsaber.
I swear to God, if I get knocked out again, I might lose it.
Well, all of the Wookiees around us have weapons too, so we got
How
help.
many Wookiees are near us?
I think like 6. 3.
Is Ryan
You guys already hit the big red button.
So are there Wookiees like near us at all, or what?
There's another 6 or 7 in that room that you guys freed from where in the cages.
Yeah.
They were just kind of standing there watching Ain perform surgery here, and they're all weak. Like they were in their rest period, because they kind of cycle them out.
Yeah. I mean, I guess we just wait and see what this officer wants.
Probably.
I don't think we're
Yeah,
gonna
what
be-
everybody's gonna want.
Can we help you with?
I don't know, run away then.
Force lightning,
Oh, yeah.
Jace.
Yeah. Oh yeah, Jace, this is your chance to force lightning.
True.
On someone other than me.
Hey, I never did it to you.
Fair enough. All right, so are you igniting? Are you just gonna stand up and just kind of wait?
Mhm.
Alrighty. Fasa.
So this Imperial officer guy is running away from me towards them.
Yes.
I'm gonna chase him in, I guess, and
Sound unsure.
can I get to him in this turn?
You'll be able to get down the hallway within flanking distance of him, but you wouldn't be actively within like physical distance. You'd be in
Okay,
range.
well let's
distance, but
get
not-
into flanking position, and I'm gonna ignite my lightsaber, and hopefully it's gonna frickin' work this time.
Alrighty.
What am I rolling?
Give me a 1d6.
1d6. So does he want odds or evens? Who knows? 2.
All right, so you like are wincing a little bit as you hit the button on your lightsaber, and the blade comes out in like a in this shattered arc, as I would describe it, or like a shattered blade, but
The
it
shattered
ignites
arc.
without damaging you.
Thank the Force! Let's go!
All right, let me real quick roll for the Imperial officer is balls and slow. So at the same time, actually, where are we at? Plo, I'll let you go first. Plo.
All right. So I'm up in the or the watchtower within range. Do I have a distance
You still have a range penalty,
range penalty? Okay.
and it's gonna be -2.
All right. So I see what's going on. Which of the stormtroopers is further away from the Wookiee
They're
into
both
Monty?
from further away from the Wookiee.
So I'm going to try to take a shot at the one that I have the least amount of chance to hit a friendly.
The one that hasn't taken damage yet is the one that's currently also trying to shoot at the other two,
Okay.
and he's further distance.
All right. I'm going to take a shot at him.
Alrighty. And do your D20 ranged attack plus Dex mod, and then -2.
Right. Ranged attack mod. Is it ranged attack bonus?
Yeah, range attack bonus total.
Okay. Do I have any force points? I rolled a 1, so I'm gonna use a force point.
Yeah, you have 6.
Jesus.
All right, I'm gonna use 1. All right, so I rolled 17, -2 is 15, plus range attack is 22, plus Dex mod is 26.
All right, minus another 2, 24. So you're going to hit him, and you have a carbine blaster. Is that correct? Or a blaster carbine?
Yes. Yep.
All right, so go ahead and roll your 3d8.
Nine.
All right. So you sink 3 shots into him, and it kind of makes him stagger back a little bit, and he looks around. He's like, just doesn't know where that's coming from at the distance, and you kind of see his head looking around, and then you see him look up towards you, and he dives behind like a pile. He dives behind this pile of rubble and just like sprints back a little bit, and dives behind it.
How much damage did I do to him?
The last roll that you had was your damage, so you did 9 HP of damage.
Gotcha.
All right. Ain.
All right, I'll get up and draw my blaster pistol. And let's see. Is there anything like to get behind or is just the hallway just open up into the room? Or can I like
It's a large,
hide?
yeah, so it's a large room full of the cages, and there's a table in it, but it's a pretty open room.
Okay.
And then it's just like hallways. It's like 4 different hallways. One that you guys came from, one that he's coming down, and then 2 others that just go further into the building, but one of those appears to be collapsed.
Okay. All right. Let's see. I guess I'll just kind of like direct the Wookiees like this way, guys, and I want to like get everybody kind of in the like doorway of like that open hallway, kind of opposite where he's coming in, just so we can get, you know, like at least have some sort of cover and in case he just comes in guns a-blazing or whatever.
Okay.
So yeah, I know I am talking to them. So let's do that. And I have my pistol drawn too. And I just kind of want to be like on the edge with it, like aimed in that direction of his
All
footsteps.
right. So the Imperial officer is now walking into the room. Hi, babe. And as you see him walk through the room, he presses a button on his belt, and a shield comes up around him.
Shit.
And you see him reach over to his back and pull up just like this giant gun.
Oh my god.
You just hear the whirring. As it starts to spin up, and just like starts just blowing holes and just like tearing these cages apart. But it's not hitting anyone yet. He's just entered in and like knows this is the spot where this is the room where it happens, and he's ready to mow
Nice.
this
Room where
down.
it happened. The room where it happened.
Shut up. Shut up.
All right, Arca, you have now reached the staircase of the guard tower there, and the Wookiee has like got down on one knee to set you down on your feet.
Okay. As like I get down and I like give him a nice like little pat on his shoulder, I was like, "You were splendid." and then I'm like, "Wait here," and I go, "Wait here,"
Don't forget to tip your Uber driver.
and I walk to the door, and I guess do I have to check if I can get in? I just
The door's
assume.
actually wide open.
Yeah. So I assume I would know where basic files were, but I think I have made it into a song. And so I am walking into the room and I'm getting out like the interface, and I'm just like, files, receipts are in the files that are over on the left. They're underneath the Wookiee icon. And I guess I think I need to roll an intelligence to see if I actually remembered where they were or if they exist.
Go for it. And it doesn't look like you're skilled in it, so it's or you can just use your regular intelligence mod.
Yeah. I got a natural 20.
All right. So you remember
It's
where
right
they
there.
are. They do exist there, and you remember where they are.
Do like flash drives exist?
It would basically be a data pad. So you could pull out, there'd be like data storage pads that have hollow screens that you can scroll through the stuff right on there. And you would have one, so you could either use yours and plug it in to download it, or you could take one of theirs and copy the data to it to take it with you.
I'm going to plug mine in, and I'm going to not copy, I'm going to transfer it.
Okay.
So they no longer have it.
All right.
Because I want to have ownership in case, because I have a plan. So
Okay.
I want to have ownership.
All right, so you start the file move, and it says 1% complete, 3 hours remaining.
Damn it.
Jesus Christ.
And then suddenly it jumps to 95%, 2 hours remaining.
I hate that.
All right, Gonzoro, the ship is now lifting off.
All right. Let's go to that building that everyone's in. My plan right now is to land down, storm in there with all the Wookiees, and take that bitch over.
All right.
help out with the gang.
So this isn't a ship you've piloted before. So go ahead and roll D20 and use your pilot check mod.
Ooh, I'm gonna use a force point. Gosh, I've been rolling just single digits. Okay, I'm gonna use another force point. 4 and 5.
Crash my chip.
Wow.
I'm making sure that I don't.
Thanks, Mike. You're a real one.
Shit. So I got 16.
All right. So as you're picking up, it's a little bit shaky, and the other Wookiees kind of like reach for something to grab or to like brace themselves. But after that, you are able to gracefully guide it over the area, and you're there, and you're immediately touching down. Like it takes you 2-3 seconds. It's like pick up,
Okay.
and just set down, like basically 200 yards over. So you guys can start exiting the ship now.
All right.
And by the way, you were rolling against a 9.
I rolled a 4, 5, and an 8. Oh, if I was rolling against a 9, I would have been okay. My pilot is 8. My mod is. So. Whatever.
So
Whatever.
just,
Better safe than sorry.
Yeah.
it's a balance on those force points. Like I feel like they're kind of free when you're lower levels because they reset when you are a new level, but in later levels they're going to be like gold because it's going to take a longer time to level up and reset them.
True.
Yeah.
And they all just reset. It's not like a slow, like staggered, like back in. Right?
It just resets whenever you gain a new level.
Okay.
But I think it resets +1.
I just wanted to show my respect to Adam. It's not even your ship, is it?
Yeah, I'm the one that won it, I thought.
I killed the guy.
Mike, where's the keys?
Who's driving it? I don't need the keys.
Just the keeper of the keys. Yep.
Maybe
Who's
I
got
should
the
just
title?
leave. Take my new Wookiee
Yeah,
friends.
he's
and
got the
just
title.
All right, TO1T back engaged with the clone troopers.
All right, let's try it again.
Actually, it's the Wookiee first, if you recall.
Okay, so we'll roll for him. Got 17.
All right, he's gonna hit him this time.
Yay!
What's he doing?
Let's see. He, after regaining his balance, he uses 2 hands on the pole and just does a huge like swipe like this towards like the guy's head and neck area.
Okay. So
Really
give me-
using his force, putting his body behind it.
Yeah.
I want it to do something.
Give me another D20.
Okay. Oh, Jesus. 1.
I'm sorry. I actually need a 1D6.
Oh, well, she got a 1. So.
6.
Oh.
All right. So 1 as big a hit as you can get. He and just like slams it, and it knocks the wind out of the guy. Let me pull this up real quick because I think I accidentally closed out of this. Unfortunately, I did.
You should do the whole thing in that voice, Ryan.
Well, you haven't heard the Imperial officer talk yet. They're pretty.
Ooh.
Or Thrawn, for that matter.
Oh, yeah.
All right. So -6 on that guy. He is still clinging on. It's TONT's turn now.
Okay. Let's shoot at that same guy.
That very same day.
That very same. Jesus. 8. Terrible rolls today.
8, and that's
Yeah.
with your mods.
Oh, sorry. No. What mod am I using?
You're still ranged, right? You're still trying to shoot him.
Yeah, okay. So
A
10.
range attack plus your dex.
Dex. Jesus. All right, 22.
Okay. So you're going to hit him. So
Yeah.
now roll your 3d8.
5, 6, and 8.
Nice.
So summed.
Sorry, 19.
So you're gonna blast him.
Blast him.
Boom. 3 good shots, and he down.
Good.
Like
So the other
knocked out
one
or killed.
that's now has now dove back behind some cover, kind of perches up top, and witnesses the other one get taken down by 2 pretty substantial hits, both physical and ranged. And he aims at, now kind of regaining his composure, aims at TO1T's head.
Damn it. Get my droid.
And he is going to hit him.
Damn it.
And he also gets 3d8. Ooh, 18.
Is he dead?
Let me pull up here.
I think he had like 11 or something.
Where are you thinking?
TONT on the hit points. There, yeah. Ooh.
Yep. So, in a moment of tragedy, 3 shots straight to the head, and you see that, and Plo off in the distance is witnessing this firsthand. The shots go. He sees the bolts go straight through the head of TONT. All 3 of them. And TONT spins and topples to the ground.
No.
He still has all my stuff. Get my stuff.
We can let's try to bring him back on the ship. We can try to
I can
Yeah.
probably fix him. I've got a 7 mechanics mod.
I as well. So Mike and I can tag team him.
Ooh, that's sexy.
All right, Kier, we're back to you. And I made some assumptions that you were here, also going into the hallway with Ain and the other, or are you just kind of like standing in the middle of it all?
I'll go into the
Still
hallway.
just dazed.
Okay, I assumed that. So as he was shooting, you weren't getting hit.
That is good.
What would you like to do?
Can I see the dude?
Yes, you can see him there in as described with the this ray shield around him, just kind of laying waste to everything in the room.
What kind of force skill should I use now?
The shield.
What?
Gotta get through the shield somehow if we can.
I was thinking either force grip or force slam to try and disarm him somehow. So either like,
Destroy them within the shield.
yeah, or like try and just like rip the
Oh, yeah.
shit out of him or something.
Yeah, that could work.
So like, how is the shield connected to? Is it like a minigun with a shield on it?
From what you've witnessed, it was just something that he slapped on his belt that made this thing come up, and then he has the. It doesn't appear to be connected, from what you can tell.
Okay. I am going to. I'm going to use Force Slam and just try and just pummel him into the ground and try and stun him for a little bit, you know?
All
Yeah.
right.
Like it.
And that will be a roll against his. Alrighty. So go ahead and do. You got to do your use the force first. Do your.
Is my check mod higher than his defense? Because I have a plus 19 use the force.
Jeez.
Nice.
Basically, as long as you roll anything but a 0, which is impossible.
Yeah. 6. I rolled a 6.
What does so force slam? Let's see. Force check. Make one roll and compare the results to the fortitude defense. Yep. Takes 4d6. So go ahead and roll 4d6.
Jace, you were just stupid powerful.
That was the goal. See, you said 4, right?
4d6 and sum that for me.
Okay. Let's see here. 4d6. Just getting it prepped. 15.
All right. So you kind of reach out around the corner, eyes closed, and just kind of give one of these motions like bouncing a basketball extremely hard. And he is, what was it? You said 15?
15. Yeah.
Right. Wow. Okay. So he crumples to the ground. The firing immediately stops, and he crumples to the ground, unconscious.
Yes.
Nice. Kill him and loot his body. Kill him and loot him. That'd be a sick gun for
That's
Mike.
exactly what I'm going to do. I'm going to
Could you
kill him.
imagine Mike with that big Gatling gun?
Okay, that would actually be
Did Mike
dope.
try to escape, or did you just like kill him super quickly?
I knocked him out really fast.
He's not dead. He's unconscious.
Loot the body.
Fuck. I've taken 4 turns, and I haven't been able to do shit.
Haven't you been meditating?
Yeah, he had meditated.
I had done that.
It was primarily your distance from him, Alex.
Fair.
You probably could have done something from a distance.
Well, yeah. Well, and now you say.
Versus across the room.
Yeah.
Right, Case, do you want to try and take these Wookiees out into the yard and see who needs help with the sand troopers? Or not sand troopers, the clone troopers or whatever?
Yeah, that works. Yeah, we should probably get out of here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, now the ship is super close to us too, but we can't fit
Yeah,
everybody
exactly.
on there.
Grab the shit. Grab my shit from TO.
Yeah.
I know
That's
we're
Adam's
near
job.
him.
Mine's
Adam.
up in the watchtower.
Yeah, Adam, you're going to have to grab Mike's stuff.
Well, I could also grab it too. I'm heading
Yeah,
inside.
Mike's literally right there.
That's
I'll
true.
just go in and.
All right.
Yeah, we'll start exiting out that
And we
way.
also have to grab TONT, don't forget.
Yeah.
So we're at the top of the turns, or Kira is the beginning of the turn here, but in the meantime, Plo looks up. The people that are outside still kind of witness the TIE fighters screaming through down, but there's not really that many active targets, but they kind of start shooting and like just kind of just blanket line of fire across the middle of it, kind of where the guard tower is, but not really hitting anything, just hitting the ground really. Just another example of poor stormtrooper aim. Just kind of blanket fire, and then they kind of take off through the dilapidated buildings, and then Plo kind of just following it with his eyes, tracking it. You witness this colossal tail come up, just scaled tail, and hits the middle of the three TIE fighters, and the other two just kind of split off and start flying back up towards the Star Destroyer.
Tail? What?
Godzilla.
Masa, now we're to you.
Is there any kind of hostiles around here, or was it all taken care of?
It was all taken care of. That guy is now incapacitated, although you're standing probably within a few feet of him.
Does he have any like access codes or anything else on him?
You can loot the body if you'd like.
I'll loot the fucking body.
You
Right.
motherfucker.
Hey, you got the kill. I'll get the loot.
He does have a data pad on him.
Alex, you
Adam,
could
shut up.
Alex, you could get XP by just
Shut up.
He's unconscious, not dead. Just kill him.
Yeah.
It's
Kill
not the
him.
Jedi. I guess it's true though. It's not the Jedi way. That might skew your good
I
versus.
mean, I'm gonna march in there and kill him if I can.
I'm doing
That's
it.
a tough choice for you. Do you want us to loot him or kill him?
I wanted to hear his voice.
Don't too fucking
Okay.
bad.
Case, you and me will go over there. We'll interrogate him for a little bit, and then we'll
Smack him around a bit.
I'll force slap him.
Force bitch slap.
Yeah.
Was this where the bad juju from the forest was coming from?
All you could sense is that it was coming from back behind you as you were running towards this area.
Okay. So I want to take the data pad, but I also want to be like, there must be balance, and then just kill him.
How's that balance?
Okay.
He's
Spit
evil.
on him first.
It's not the Jedi way, Alex.
The less evil people there are, the more balanced it is, right?
That's not the Jedi way.
He's turning into a very gray Jedi.
Yes.
All right.
That's what I'm trying to go for.
You get this.
Nice.
You get this data pad, and it contains unknown information. You're not looking at it right now. It looks like the shield that he was wearing, and as well as the gun, are wildly unsalvageable and are scrap metal. But it does look like you might be able to. The only thing you could salvage from it is possibly some. One of the stand by. I can't think of the word. Of course, I looked at frickin' Mike, who has nothing in his inventory. Good Lord, I literally can't.
Oh, that's why I don't have my credits because they're
Power pack, sorry. A massive power pack of likened to a drum, like a drum magazine with 500 and still a remaining 523 charge left.
Nice.
So I'm assuming you're taking that as well.
Yes. Were you talking to me?
Yes.
Yes, I'm taking it.
All right. The last piece that you find is a tiny purple crystal that was running the ray shield.
Kyber crystal?
Kyber crystal?
You're unsure.
I'll look at this later. Put it in my pack. And then I wink at Jason. Got the loot and the kill.
I will kill you. I will have no remorse when I kill off your character, Alex. I want you to know that. And there's nothing you're going to be able to do about it.
All right. Plo.
So, two of the stormtroopers are unconscious, correct? And there's one more hiding behind the rubble that killed TO1T.
Correct.
All right, I need to avenge TO1T. Is he still like out right after he shot TO1T, or is he back crouching behind it again?
He is in cover, but you can still see his head and gun poking out.
I'm gonna headshot this bee. So -2, and then Dex ranged in D20.
Yep.
Hold on, I'm still on the D8. 19.
All right, so you're going to hit him. Go ahead and roll your 3d8.
Come on, big money for TO1T. 10.
All right. He is still hanging on. But you do, Plo gets 3 shots into him, and one through his shoulder, and he sort of flies his arm back, so it kind of throws off his aim, and the other one kind of grazes off his helmet and gets him in the top of his chest after you get that shot there. And you're happy but not satisfied. You'll never be satisfied. All right, Ain.
All right, so obviously I'm going to get out from the hallway and greet Fossa. Let's see. Hey. Thanks for coming and looting that body for us.
You're
Yeah.
welcome. Glad I can help.
Okay, and then let's see. We gotta figure out what we can do for these Wookiees.
There's a lot.
We're
Yeah.
just not going to be able to take any of them off planet with us.
Yeah, I know. Like,
So they're gonna go right back to the Empire.
Yeah, exactly.
Sucks.
We didn't think this through.
I know, not at all.
We never do.
Just kill them all.
Jeez.
Slaughter all the
Free
Wookiees.
XP. XP farm.
No.
I mean,
We have to kick you off the squad, Jace.
you're never going to do that. I can tell you that right now.
Did you
It's
kill
gonna be
your
like Pierce when he has to be in a different room.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I guess I'll just start heading out of the building.
You're
With my pistol still drawn.
What was that? Sorry.
I'm heading out of the building.
Are you going to head in kind of the way you came? That the way that you're going to meet Gonzoro and the other Wookiees entering in that direction.
Yeah.
That might be good. Righto. So you're going to enter, and the Wookiees, I'm assuming, are following you.
Yeah.
Righto. So you'll be out and surrounding the ship at the beginning of your next turn there.
Cool.
Arca, what did you find in the files there? Current progress 99%, 30 seconds remaining. Up 99%, 20 minutes remaining.
So I've read a great deal of things in my spare time, and I do know that Wookiees, for all of their looking like barbarians, are actually technologically advanced and savvy. And so I motioned to the Wookiee that carried me. I am naming him Arnold.
Furious Arnold.
Until I can, but now on my to-do list is I want to learn to speak to this Wookiee eventually in my lifetime. And I'm gonna motion him in and use hand gestures and words and try to get him to basically make it go faster if he could. But
All right, so the Wookiee comes up and he's furrowing his brow as you're explaining this to him, shaking his head.
He's gonna smash it, isn't he?
Yeah. And he raises his fist and
God damn it.
smashes the computer.
That went well.
And so Arca's oh, freaking out a little bit, oh my gosh. And then it goes ding, 100%.
And I'm just you're marvelous. Okay. Now, and I unplug it, and I'm also going to pocket another one.
Okay.
And then I turn to Loki. I'm like, all right, we have what we need. Now we have to get to the ship. And I ask him to carry me once again.
Upsy.
So he looks at you and he points up in the sky. You guys are still inside, but he points up at the sky gesturing towards the landing platforms.
Oh yeah, where's my ship? Because it was coming to me when I was stationary. Did it decide to still land there?
I think you reasonably
Because I forgot to tell the pilot
where it was that you were going,
Okay.
and is now within close proximity of the tower that you guys are at.
Can I do a perception check to see if we can make it without getting killed?
To your ship?
Yeah.
I don't think you need to.
Okay.
You can.
Then I'm gonna change my mind.
Fine.
I'm gonna grab the Wookiee's hand and I'm gonna start trying to run to my ship with my new Wookiee friend.
Okay. So when you guys get outside the door, he like tugs you back and like points up again at the sky at the landing platforms and then points at the large group of Wookiees now amassing by the other ship at the other end with the rest of the crew over there.
I'm just like, yes, we're going to go there, but it's faster and safer if we get on the ship first.
And he's like, he shakes his head and pulls you again and points up and points over. And then you see something, you see him like wave his arms and point up at the sky, wave his arms and again point up at the sky, and then point down at the large group of people. And then you can kind of see him doing like a counting in his hands, and then points at the group again and points at the sky and does like another waving motion, like he's like a bird.
Can I do an intelligence check to see if I can guess what he's trying to say?
There's another ship coming. It's a Wookiee ship.
I mean, yes, that's what Maddie thinks, but
Actually, why don't you do another perception now that you're outside instead of an intelligence?
okay, that's a 28 then.
Okay, so you gather that he's probably talking about another ship, but as you look up there and you're kind of squinting in the direction he's pointing, you see an Imperial shuttle parked on one of the landing platforms up there. One of the standard class Lambda class shuttles.
You can steal that for the Wookiees.
Extensive Imperial knowledge you already possess. You know that it takes about a crew of 6 to pilot, but also has room for an additional 20 passengers.
Okay, and then I'm like, I look at him, I'm like, that's a better idea, and then try to go that way.
Okay, so the message has been received.
Yep.
He's like, all right, and he nods his head and goes with you now. I'm assuming you're getting on you and he are getting on your ship.
Yes.
Pilot. Okay. So you'll be on the ship and you can do what you need to do from there on your next turn.
Does my ship have weapons?
It's going to be equipped with some basic weaponry.
Okay.
Alrighty. Gonzoro. So you're kind of broke into the entryway of this building only to see Ain and the other Wookiees walking towards you.
Okay. How close is Fasa to TO1T? Because I'd only be going in there to, get my stuff and leave.
Fasa is nowhere near TO1T. TO1T is on the opposite side of the camp.
How long is it going to take me to get to a TO1T and get all of my stuff back?
Well, Plo is within 100 yards. He's the closest.
Plo, do you mind just grabbing all this stuff and coming
I'm gonna try,
back?
but there's still a stormtrooper alive. Once I kill that guy, once I knock him out, I'm gonna go down and get all this stuff, and then we can get out of here.
Is there any possibility that Plo wouldn't be able to get my stuff?
Well, we want
So
to get to the
you
ONT.
have the ship. Just fly over.
Okay, I guess I'll fly over to wherever. I thought it was inside TO1T. I guess I don't know exactly where
He
it is.
has the pack
but...
slung over him.
Huh?
TO1T
Okay,
has
but he's outside. Can I just fly up to him and grab my stuff and TO1T?
But there's still a stormtrooper right there alive. So
Yeah, there's a
I'll
stormtrooper.
land on him. I'll kill him with the ship.
There's a building there.
You can hop back into the ship with, I'm assuming you're going to take something. Are you going to take some of the Wookiees or any people with you?
Yeah, I'll I'll leave the Wookiees. They've got a whole building now they've got control over. So I guess unless I need them to pilot my ship, but aren't you like
You have a
coming
single.
out?
Your ship is a single pilot, so it only requires one pilot.
All right, yep. I'll fly over, get as close as I can to TO1T and get my stuff. I'll leave the Wookiees. I'd like to like thank them though, and like tell them goodbye and maybe
They're just like, what?
Yeah.
well, hey, I
The
freed
Wookiees are
them.
kind of
They'll have-
looking at each other and like they're looking at
Anyway.
Ain and like kind of waiting to see what Ain is going to do and see if she's going to get on the ship with them because they're like if she's getting on there like we're going to be on that ship if they're leaving.
Yeah.
I want to give whatever. I'm just gonna get on the ship.
Ain, what are you going to do? Are you going to get on the ship or are you waiting with them?
Yeah, I'm just gonna wait because I know we need to make a better plan and figure out what to do with these Wookiees since we freed them and basically
Okay.
We should find
we need a
any of the
plan.
Wookiees.
But basically, I'm yelling at Gonzoro, get TO1T, bring him on the ship.
Okay. As the ship is starting to take off. So Gonzoro is taking the ship over there solo, if I may. Go ahead, Gonzoro. I'm going to have you roll pilot again. I'm going to have you do it on takeoff and on landing. So you'll land at the beginning of your next turn. So go ahead and roll your D20 and
Yeah, I got 15.
with your check mod.
Yep.
All right. So another little rough takeoff, and you start to list a little bit to the left, and some of the Wookiees are kind of like backing each other off. The other ones that can't see it, and then you like again straighten out and are able to start heading over there.
Killing all the Wookiees.
Okay, so everyone hears this really low rumble off in the distance, so beyond the square where everyone is at, and the Wookiees are all kind of like you just hear a lot of commotion, and it seems like this is something that isn't new to them, but is fear inducing. And they kind of grab Ain and kind of like point in the direction of all of the like the downed city, because you guys are only on this one city block, and they point deeper into the city where we saw the giant TIE fighter go down, and there's this little ring of smoke, and there's just kind of some rumbling going on or coming from that direction. All right. Well, TONT is dead. That Wookiee is still alive. So because of TONT, you're still in control of the Wookiee Ain. So what is he going to do?
Jeez. It's just gonna run up to this other stormtrooper, I guess. Well, can he take a blaster pistol from TONT?
He can go pick up that carbine. Yeah, he can.
Yeah, let's do that.
Pick that up.
No, it's TONT's. Okay, so let's have him do that, and then he'll shoot at the.
All right, so he's going to do like a Matrix style, sprinting over to it, and in one swift motion, like swing down to the bottom, and like a little as he's kind of like on his side, do.
Really confident there.
Yep.
After just sucking. And...
So give me another D20.
30. 10.
Alrighty. So you're disgusting. Terry's sneezing. 3 shots, and they're surprisingly close. As Plo's looking through his sight, he's like, like one, and then one of them, the last one hits him. So give me a 1d8.
1.
All right. So he is still hanging on. Yes, he's still hanging on. Buddy, Here,
Oh.
we're back to you. You're kind of separating this room with Fasa on one side and you on the other, and just some strange, bitter feelings occurring between the room after you see him having looted the body and picked up everything that was worthwhile from the body.
I want to run outside with everyone else.
Alrighty. So you'll sprint through the opening and kind of grab the opening of the big hole and kind of look through it, and you're feeling a lot better now post-surgery, and as this Bacta continues to do its work on your body, and just kind of leap through the hole and join this massive crowd of Wookiees. And they're all kind of really impressed. Like, the Wookiees have this history with the Jedi of immense respect and thanks, just based on their previous relationship with Master Yoda during the Clone Wars. So they look up to you. I wouldn't say they worship you, but they look up to you to a very strong degree, and they're very susceptible to suggestion from Jedi.
Well, that's a lot of power.
Yeah. Don't abuse it.
Kill them all for XP. I'm gonna I want to lead them towards the landing zones of all the ships, so we can try.
All right. So the landing platforms, as you recall, are like the security checkpoint, or at the security checkpoint where we first entered this area. So
Like up in the atmosphere?
Get up to that first.
Well, isn't there another ship coming down and landing?
There's another ship up on the security platforms.
Yeah.
But it's not going anywhere. It's stationary.
And then Mike has the ship over by him.
Yes. And then there's another, and then
Maddie's ship.
Maddie's is actually
elsewhere.
heading towards that direction. She hasn't guided it yet, but she and one Wookiee have gotten into her ship and that's begun to take off now.
Okay, so here's what I'm going to suggest to Mike or anybody that wants to come with. We're going to take the ship up to the other ship. We're going to take it over, and we're going to fly it back down and rescue Wookiees.
I say we just we give the Wookiees a ship and let them figure the rest out.
Do you know if any of them can
I'm
pilot
getting
though?
tired of this adventure.
Well,
What? What do you mean?
We can't just
Most Wookiees have the ability to pilot.
Okay, so if we steal that Imperial shuttle, they can all fit in there, or a lot of them can fit in there.
The majority of them could fit in there, yeah.
Yeah.
So
that's what I'm saying. We should go up there, take it.
yeah.
Between 6 pilots, with a requirement of 6 pilots and 20 passengers, it should be more than enough or should be about enough to handle all the Wookiees in the area.
Okay.
Cool. So is that something that you would do, Mike?
Yeah. Yeah. After I get my stuff, let's go and get a ship and start cracking some skulls.
So I can't communicate with them, can I, the Wookiees?
No, you're not able to communicate with them except through your use of the Force.
Okay. Well, can I tell them to sit tight while I go get the other ship through the Force?
You can mime.
You can provide
What?
you can provide reassurance that it's going to be all right and that you'll take care of them.
All right, I want to do that.
All right.
Do I get to use another use the Force skill?
You don't need to.
Okay.
All right. Fasa, we're back to you again. You're still in the room. You just finished looting.
Mm-hmm. I see everybody else run out, so I guess I'm gonna follow them. Be right up there with Jace. I'll have him explain his plan. I think I would have been there when he described his plan.
Yeah.
I don't know, would have helped him with communicating with the Wookiees through the Force.
Okay. And during that communication, where you're both kind of expressing these feelings, there's additional feelings coming from Kier of like, hey, this is another Jedi, but I'm stronger. Just so you know.
Obviously.
I'll grant him this little lie.
I will 1v1 you right now, and I'll kill you in cold blood and not feel bad about it at all.
Take your lightsaber too.
All right. So everyone in that group's kind of hanging for a ship of some sort to bring them up to that area.
Yep.
Chloe.
I want to try to finally kill this last, or knock out this last stormtrooper.
Righto. Give me your
16.
all in 16 with your range penalty and whatnot.
Yep.
All right, you're gonna miss him.
Damn it.
Another 3 shots. And it's primarily because the Wookiee who had kind of flown in the middle of your scope as you were shooting, you kind of had to readjust for it and try and shoot around him. Those 3 shots.
Is that all I can do for my turn now? Is that a full turn move?
What else would you like to do?
I'd like to get down from the guard tower.
All right, you can vault off the side. Are you gonna go towards them or away from them?
I'm going to go towards them.
All right, so you're gonna vault towards them or off, kind of parkour leap off of it and land on the ground.
Are we close to the end here?
What was that?
Are we close to the end here?
We can get to. We'll be decently.
Sweet.
We can end whenever we need to. All right, Ain, you're kind of waiting, patiently waiting.
Yeah, I'm gonna wait with the Wookiees, but I'd also like to. I want to figure out, because they were motioning to me like in that further area over there. So I want to figure out like if they know anything about what's there. So
You speak Shriwook?
yeah. Should I use like gather information, or do I need to? Or
If you want, yeah, you might be able to provide more than.
okay, cool. Okay, so I got 23 for gather information.
Okay.
And I'm not really addressing one, just all of them.
Yeah. So they all kind of gather around in a circle with you and to try to tell you that spin this web tail for you. And from what you've gathered from them, they're like approaching this giant city planet or this and this specific sector. Everyone assumed that this had been destroyed during the war, but it sounds like from what you're gathering from them, it was actually destroyed from an attack of this gigantic beast, this gigantic scaled beast. And a few of the Wookiees had actually been picked off at certain points by this gigantic beast just as a snack. And it sounds like it got to the point where their numbers have dwindled so much because they were actually being sacrificed by the stormtrooper or by the clone troopers to prevent further attacks on the imperial camp.
Yes. All right.
But the amount of fear that they have, their description was this monster had teeth the size of our bodies.
Okay.
Delightful.
Yes.
Let's get it and take it to the pat, like Terry.
Down. Where's Alex
Right.
going to steal that from me too?
Arca, where are you at?
Don't tempt me.
Well, we're trying to get to that ship. In my ship.
Are you gonna fly? Are you flying up to that now?
Yeah.
Okay. So you and that Wookiee are flying up to that, and it's probably going to take you 2 rounds to get up to it. It's pretty decently high up there. Well, actually, your pilot is pretty darn skilled, So it's likely that you'll be able to ascend with pretty high speeds. So you probably make it there and at your next turn to that ship, and to that landing platform that ship is on. Is there anything else you'd like to do?
I'm going to find an extra weapon, or have my pilot give the Wookiee a weapon of some sort, or something. Something big.
Yeah, your other. I think you gave that slaver blade to which is might be a little insult to injury, but give that to the Wookiee that your other guy had. I can't remember who I've just been assuming that your other guy has been following you around this whole time.
He runs really fast. He's just always there. he's a shadow.
Yeah.
Forgot about Jeff.
Jeff. Yeah. So Jeff gives that slaver blade to this other Wookiee. And he looks at it, and you can kind of sense some emotional grief in accepting this, primarily from just the past few months or years, depending, of the slave history of his people here.
Got it.
All right. Gonzoro, you're now, actually go ahead, and you're now like hovering over where TONT died, and there's still a clone trooper there, and you see kind of towards your right, the Plo has just plopped down to the ground.
Okay.
Are you going to touch the ship down, or what would you like to do, or how would you like to do
Yeah,
it?
I'll touch the ship down. I want to keep distance, though, just in case. I don't want to, like, crush TO1T or anything like that. So I'm going to take it, like, a little ways away, but enough where I can, like, get out and still, like, get to TO1T in this move.
Okay.
So should I roll for landing?
Yeah, go ahead and do your pilot. Let's just see if something fun happens.
Well, I got a dirt at 20.
Alrighty, so your landings are much better than your takeoffs, and you're able to touch down with nice ease. And it was like one of those landings, like when you come to a stop and you're fully stopped, but you don't even know that you're stopped, and your body keeps moving. So it's like
It's a beautiful landing.
just such a pristine landing.
All right, can I go grab TO1T and finally get all my stuff back?
You can exit the
That's for
ship.
your.
You can exit the ship and make your way towards his body. You won't get all the way to his body on this same exact turn. You'll actually leave his body, but you're not grabbing anything yet. And
Mike,
do you have any weaponry with you?
Yeah, I have electro baton and a large metal pole, and my fuzzy handcuffs, just in case.
Mike, once we meet back up, I'll give you back the electro staff as well.
Thank you, Jace. I miss it. It's a good-ass weapon.
So that it's the turn of the Matrix Wookiee now. The one.
Good.
Neo, the one.
Turns are so
AKA Neo the one.
All right, he got 13.
All right, so he's gonna miss.
Okay.
So as he's hitting the ground, and he just shoots again as his body's hitting the ground after his Matrix leap.
All right.
Clone Trooper is, upon seeing Gonzoro walking over, he now he kind of reassesses, because there's again this clumsy Wookiee that's kind of, he doesn't really know what it is that he's going on in front of, like just a few feet in front of him, and then Plo off in the distance, and then the more immediate imposing threat is this more well taken care of larger Wookiee that seems to be looting the body of the droid he just took out. And assuming that he is going to soon become a threat, he kind of rolls over behind his cover and takes aim directly at him. And he is going to hit. And
Hey guys, I gotta go have dinner with my girlfriend, so I'm gonna bounce here.
all right.
All right, Alex.
All right.
Enjoy. Talk to you later.
See ya.
You guys are close to ending, right?
We won't be far off, but you're kind of part of the group anyway, so it's not like you're off doing your own thing.
Yeah, that's exactly what I figured.
So that's all right.
Peace.
Cool.
Peace.
Love you, Alex.
Love you too. Bye bye.
Bye.
Yeah, Alex.
So the clone trooper, I'm getting some good rolls now, unfortunately.
Good.
3 shots at Gonzoro, and all 3 of them land,
What?
and 17 damage.
Ooh.
He has a really high damage threshold, which is good. So
Yeah.
he's not going to be killed, or not going to be even incapacitated, but it's going to hurt a lot. You can't sustain one more hit like that.
The dying
All right.
laugh.
We're at the beginning of the round now, so again, there's another rumble from deeper in the city, and one of the partially destroyed buildings collapses again, and you can, from off in the distance, everyone kind of feels it and sees it, and they look down towards where the noise is coming from, and they just see this trail of just sort of debris and smoke rapidly approaching the city center where they're at. Kier.
I'm just gonna keep making my way over to Mike so we can get on the ship and go hijack the
Shuttle.
shuttle.
Might I suggest where you're at, where you and Fasa and all the Wookiees and Ain are at, there is a speeder bike that the other, or that the Imperial officer had taken over to that
Oscar.
area.
Yeah, I'll hop on
That
that.
will like triple your speed.
Yep.
Good call.
So you'll make it to that, and
Completely
Fasa's
forgot
going to
about
go
that.
with you on it. Begrudgingly, you allow him to
Wait, Alex is coming with too?
bike.
Yeah, he wanted to.
Okay, cool.
And
Right, bitch.
all right, Plo, you're on the ground and just witnessed Gonzoro take some massive shots.
All right, so I need to take this guy out once and for all. So I'm on the ground. Do I still have an angle on him?
Yes, you have an angle on him, and your distance has closed slightly, so you're only -1.
Okay. Fuck. I can't let Mike take another hit, so I gotta use a force point.
All right.
I got even worse. Fucking 11. Sorry, Mike, I tried.
Use another. I used 2 to get your frickin' ship in one piece.
Is 11 gonna be enough to hit him, Ryan?
I can't tell you.
Okay, fuck it, I'll use another one. And I rolled another 1! Oh my god! I rolled a 3 and then 2 1s. Fuck it. If you die, Mike, it's I tried.
At least grab my shit if I get knocked out.
Alright, I rolled an 11.
Fucking damn it. Sure it's gonna hit.
All right. Did you use another one then?
I used 2. Yeah, I've used 2.
All right. So you're still going to miss him.
What are the odds?
Yeah. So take 2 shots and miss those. Ain, you are also it's just you and the Wookiees in this corner now, because Fasa and Kier have taken the speeder bike to head over to the ship.
All right. Let's see. Well, I'm just gonna chill out. I don't really want to run out or do anything, just because there's all the TIE fighters kind of flying around anyway.
The TIE fighters have taken off. After the one was taken down, the TIE fighters retreated back to the Star Destroyer.
Oh, okay, and we see this just like coming towards the city.
Yes.
Okay, are we relatively protected at all? Or I'll just do a perception check on that.
All right.
Oh, good. 19.
Okay, so just taking stock of the situation after hearing what it is that they described and seeing what it is that you see of like this massive plume of debris and smoke and etc., heading towards the city center, you're kind of like, is there any protection here? Clearly, I don't know, or it's pretty clear that like a building may not be enough.
Right.
So like, just again taking stock on you're in this giant dome basically, or like this giant city circle where all the rubble is like pretty cleared away at this point. And you again thinking that this is like going into this thinking that this is a war-torn city, and come to find out that this destruction had nothing to do with the war and everything to do with allegedly this colossal beast of whatever sort it is. You start to express some pretty strong concern about the whatever it is.
Right. Okay. I don't know if anywhere else is going to be any safer. Okay, let's see. Yeah, I guess we'll just wait here for the time being.
You are in the farthest position of the circle away from whatever it is that's coming towards you.
Okay, well, at least there's that. Okay, yeah, we'll just chill out here. I'm gonna go over the comms and just say to everybody, hey guys, don't know if you've seen this giant cloud coming towards us, but apparently it's a pretty big deal, and that's what's destroyed this entire city before. So, hurry up. Gotta get the fuck out of here.
All right, and Arca, you're now about to touch down on landing platform 4, and you see to your left as you guys are touching down, there's a few stormtroopers that are still running the security checkpoint, but have kind of like, none of them are pilots, so they don't know how to pilot this shuttle, and their leader threw himself off of the edge. So they're kind of in dire straits at this point, and they're the ones that actually, from what you've gathered, they're the ones that have actually called the additional Imperial forces in, and upon describing what it was, that was what drew Thrawn to the area.
Okay. So where is it? I want to use well, I am going to talk to the Wookiee and hope he gets the gist of what I'm saying. And I'm also going to be I'm talking to everybody on my ship, so there's 4 of us.
Yep.
I'm like, we need to persuade them to help us fly the ship. I said, we can persuade them through force, or we can persuade them through diplomacy. I'm going to try diplomacy first, but be ready because I don't feel like having a blaster wound today.
And the Wookiee's just sitting there nodding, and it seems like he's gathered what it is that you're saying. Wookiees tend to be able to understand basic, just not be able to speak it very well.
Yeah. And then there's not really stealth in this, is there? I guess
there's an additional skill you can add later on, but
yeah. I'm just going to I'm going to call upon all my senatorial glory
Mhm.
and fix my clothes. And I'm going to strut out of the ship and basically act like a spoiled brat and demand them to fly the other ship because mine isn't good enough anymore.
So as you approach, the group kind of like looks over to you and like starts to straighten up, and they're like, "Madam, Mr. Senator," and they don't necessarily know how to address you, but because of what happened down on the planet's surface, you are now the ranking Imperial officer on our presence there, out on the planet, outside of what hit obviously Thrawn above you, or that's above in the sky.
Okay. So I'm just like, gentlemen, we need to fly this ship.
And they look at each other and they're like, none of us are pilots. If we knew how to fly this ship, we would have been off here a long time ago. That crate dragon is rapidly approaching, and we've had issues with that since the day we arrived here.
And I go, well, I have a pilot, a very good pilot, but I want a bigger ship. So if you'd help, we can get away from whatever icky monstrosity is down there and hopefully not get smashed to bits.
And like, I mean, yeah, that sounds preferred. I'm getting pretty hungry. We've been up here and we missed our lunch and second breakfast, so
Habits.
Give 11sies?
it's definitely time for us to get off this. It's time
Beautiful.
for shift change. Would you mind? I mean, not that we want to go down there, but if we can clear everyone out, and we can just let the crate dragon run its course on those Wookiees down there, then I think Thrawn will understand.
I'm like, yes, you deserve a break. And I usher them into the ship with my pilot and my shadow guardian. And I make sure Arnold gets on last so that he draws the least amount of tension possible.
So you're on the Imperial shuttle, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. So
that took
everyone's
6
getting
people
on.
to fly.
Huh?
I thought that took 6 people to fly.
We have certainly
We
more
have
than 6 people
6.
now.
I know,
Yeah.
but how are they going to get it down if she just has her pilot?
You don't
Well,
need 6 pilots, do you?
Yeah, you don't need 6 pilots. You just need 6 crew members.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I got you.
So everyone's on that ship, and you're going to leave yours on the security platform.
Yeah.
Okay. So everyone's convinced. However, when the Wookiee gets on, they all kind of look back to you and say, "What the hell's this smelly thing doing up here?"
I take out my little cell phone thing, my data pad. I go, he's mine. Like, he carries heavy things for me.
And they look at each other and they just shrug, and they're like, "You should really
Rich
give it a
people.
bath." And he goes, "Ah!" He just makes a loud, "Ah!" and like starts towards them, and you just give him a look, and he backs off.
So it'd probably be in your best interest not to insult him. That's it.
All right. So the shuttle will, again, with the crew now aboard, that will land at the beginning of your next turn. Your pilot is pretty darn good, so no concerns there. All right, Gonzoro, can he keep himself alive?
Try my best. First of all, grab my shit and the robot
So
And can I like grab that on the
probably
way?
not going to be able to grab TO1T. Like TO1T is freaking heavy. Like you'll be able to move him, but you're not going to be able to move him with one hand if you want to also protect yourself.
Jesus. I mean, what are my options then? Is it
Just
just
kill that
die or
stormtrooper.
Pick up a gun and shoot.
Yeah, I guess I'm not close enough to the stormtrooper where I could just like grab. I don't have my electrostat. there.
Not within melee distance. No.
Well, first of all, grab my
Within
stuff.
easy shooting range.
Okay, I'd like to re-equip. I'll like get all my stuff on me. And can I see what he's got, Case?
So you can
Yeah,
sling.
he's
You'll
got all of
sling the pack over your back. Your
Okay.
pack over your back that he was carrying for you, and then he also has his gun, which is now on the ground after he was brutally mutilated.
Yeah. I mean, I'll take everything that he's got on him until we get him fixed. My strongest weapon,
Definitely
probably.
just use his gun.
Yeah, I'll use his gun then. And
Yeah,
I'll
you
take.
can sweep
I'll
up
take
his gun from the blaster carbine from the ground.
I'd like to
all
take
in
a
one
shot
motion.
at this guy's
One
head.
pack over your back and swing up his gun. So with one hand you're holding the pack, the other hand you're holding the gun. So go ahead and roll your D20 for that, and you're
Okay.
aiming at the other clone trooper there. D20 range attack and dex, and you won't have any range
Checking
attacks.
already. I have 1 force point left, right? I'll use 2. Oh, no, I've got 3 left.
You have 3 total. Yep.
So I'm gonna use 1. A 3. I'm rolling the shittiest numbers here. I'll use them all if I need to.
Yeah,
All right.
this is pretty much life or death for you.
Yeah. I just rolled a 14. I'm good with that, and so I need to add my ranged attack
Mhm.
bonus, right?
Yep.
So
Yes.
that gives me 20, but I do have a range damage mod of 2. Or not a mod, but I guess my total. I'm not sure if that's a boost or what, but
That will add damage for the attack that you do.
cool.
But I don't.
So
we haven't
I've
really
got
been
a
using
30
that, so we're not gonna count that. But you do hit him either way. So go ahead and roll your 3d8 and sum that.
Do I get to re-roll all of them if I use a force point? Just all 2s?
No, but that's sufficient. So you do hit him with all 3, and he was on his last leg as it was. So
Good.
you are able to kill him.
Yay.
All
Ooh.
fairly minor glancing blows, but that's all it takes.
Can I loot him?
I mean, if you want to take the time to do that, you're more than welcome to.
Adam, do you want to loot him and we can share the spoils? We can split them.
I think that's gonna
I
happen.
mean, I'm more worried about like getting off this planet before we all die. I don't really care about looting him as much as you do, I guess. But
Well, I'm thinking like if he's got a health pack or something.
yeah, we don't need any guns or anything. I don't think.
Can I do a
unless-
perception check to see what he's got on him?
You already
You can do a perception check, but
you're
what you're checking is general knowledge of what the other troopers were carrying. So you're making some assumptions. So you're basically making an assumption check of what you think he might have on him, if you're good with that. Because you're at a distance. Like it's going to take you a little bit to get over there with the amount that you're carrying.
Well, let's see if it's worth it. Okay. I mean, I should be good. I got an 18, a natural 18.
Okay. So
And
based on what the other troopers are carrying, you suspect that he is as ill-equipped for this planet as the others, and the only thing he was given was an electro baton and a gun with 1 clip, and then some metal binders for the
yeah, screw that. I'm just gonna. How close could Adam and I like carry TO1T together, or am I able to carry my?
Adam should be able to
pack?
reach you. Yeah, so Adam should be able to reach you if you want to start dragging him. back to the
Yeah.
ship. Adam should be able to reach you. His turn.
I'll start dragging them.
Both of
All
you.
of my inventory is just like, is it like I'm not sure how everybody has their inventory. Does everybody just have like a bag with them?
Yeah, it's basically just everyone has a pack with them.
It's not taking up like an arm to carry it though, is it?
You have it slung over your shoulder,
Okay.
so it's like a backpack.
Okay, I'll start dragging TO1T
All right.
back to the ship.
Back to the ship.
All right, I really need to level up.
And that other Wookiee is there too. So after you take your shot, he is actually gonna come over and sees what you're doing, and he grabs the other legs and helps you walk towards them,
Hell yeah.
or walks towards the ship.
Finally, that's all I wanted to do today. 2.5 hours. I finally have my stuff.
All right. I think we should end when we're getting to a point where I think we're close to this, when we have like a plan to get off of this so that everyone doesn't just get murdered.
Yeah.
So Kier, you and Fasa are like at the halfway point towards the ship right now as you're zooming on this speeder bike.
Mm.
And you're like at the section of, or like right in the middle where the big guard tower is. So do you want to do anything else?
Keep going.
Keep on going. Keep on trucking. And Fasa's just
Keep on cruising to Mike.
Fasa's kind of just hanging back there with his long ears flapping behind him in the wind. And the dust in the background has settled a little bit, and everyone kind of like looks around a little bit suspicious, and they just hear this extremely loud and piercing scream, like cry of some gigantic beast, like picture like this Godzilla-esque cry that you can hear across the whole square. And then you see this monstrous head, like alligator-like head, except about 200 times larger, and then huge horns coming out the back. You just see it lift its head like right out of the dust, just at the clearing of the like the edge of the clearing of this country, or this city circle. All right, Plo.
I mean, I guess we're just gonna head back to the ship with everyone else now. I think
Yeah.
the two Wookiees are better at carrying TO1T than I could be.
That's fair
So,
enough.
just head
You're
back.
sprinting towards the ship, and you'll reach that about the same time that they'll get there.
Okay, cool.
And what the hell did you do to my ship?
Can I
And you
keep flying
pull
it
out the
now?
keys, and you look at the thing floating, and you look back at him, and just kind of shake your head and toss the keys. All right. Ain, again, you are back. You're probably the one at this point in the most danger, because the furthest away from any sort of transport.
Yeah. Okay, so let's do a perception check, because for like the Imperial shuttle coming down,
Mhm.
I just want to see like if I can tell where that's going to land, and it looks like it's big enough. But I don't know who's in there, I guess. But let's just see. Perception as far as that.
Yeah, because you don't have communication with anyone on there.
Yeah.
This
Okay.
Imperial shuttle coming down.
I got a 19.
All right.
Or no, sorry, no, not 19. 15.
What, 15?
Yeah.
So your perception is a little bit skewed based on the stress that you're feeling right now, just of what's going on. And you can see off in the distance, like this gigantic head that's raised this gigantic beast that's raised its head out of the ground, seemingly. And you see this Imperial shuttle coming down from the other, and you don't know if this other being that the rest of the teammates have interacted with went up there and alerted someone, or if they're coming back down and they've sent a different party, or this is more Imperials coming down for like a second attack. You just don't know, like, and you're starting to feel boxed in and closed in and like attacked from all sides sort of thing.
Yeah. Okay, well, I'm just gonna talk on the comms. Hey, as soon as you guys get everybody on the ship over there, I really need somebody to come and pick me up, and we also have to figure out what to do with the Wookiees, so.
I think, Jason, aren't we going to steal that ship for the Wookiees?
It's already,
Yeah.
Been acquired.
yeah, man.
Okay, yeah, I wasn't sure if that was the same
Yeah,
ship.
you don't really need that, so.
Well,
I mean,
can't
we
we
do.
just give that to the Wookiees?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, but.
But you don't know I have it
Yeah.
because we can't talk to each other.
Exactly, we can't communicate with Arca right now, so. Yeah, so. I think it would be quicker for me to just wait for the ship to come over to me rather than trying to go there, so.
Okay. Well, Arca, then it is your turn, and you are touching down. Where are you trying to guide your pilot to? Where are you touching down?
I'm trying to guide him to the platform where the Wookiees are that Arnold had pointed out before.
Okay,
Because,
and that's where Ain is at too, with just this. That's where the largest amount of Wookiees have gathered now.
Yeah.
So, as you guys touch to the ground, the stormtroopers again are kind of like, okay, because they were sort of this is still part and near the landing platform, so they aren't wildly suspicious. They just don't really know what's going on, and they aren't able to see out, so they don't know that this large group of Wookiees is basically right there. So
yeah.
as you touch down, what happens?
God, I wish I had a way to just knock them out. Are there cabins in this vessel?
There are not. It is basically like jump seats.
Gotcha.
So there's the front section where all of the crew will sit, and then it's jump seats, and then two like primary seats where are like more loungy seats where an officer would sit to just kind of be above.
Okay. Then I'm going to be like, we just need to stop here a minute. And I pull up my file of certificates of ownership again.
Mhm.
And I'm like, I have bought all these Wookiees, and I am planning on taking them to my home for manual labor. And we need to pick them up.
And they like look at each other, and then they're like, can we see that? And they like reach out for the data pad and to have you hand it over to them to review.
Yeah, they can see it. I said, sure, my Jepth will show you, and I make sure he holds onto it while they're looking at it, but they can scroll through it.
Okay, so they're just kind of scrolling through it, and they're like, I mean, I guess everything checks out. Like, who authorized this purchase? We didn't really know they were for sale. I mean, the shipment just came in pretty recently.
Well, I bought them when I got here. I was in charge. I figured. I'm in charge. They're mine.
Like,
And-
well,
Arca's dying a little bit inside,
Yeah.
speaking like this about sentient beings, but figures it's the easiest way to get them all on the ship and not have the troopers start open firing.
Yeah. Like, okay. So, are we?
Splendid.
How
I
are
will
we
make
getting?
sure to make a because I don't want them to
Yeah.
they're feeling shady, so I'm like trying to reassure them. I'm like, I'm going to make sure that what's your they don't have names.
Have serial numbers, yeah.
I was like, what are your serial numbers? I want to make sure that mentions of superior acts of service are written down and that you get appropriately rewarded for just how fantastic you are and how much you have made my day easier.
They all stop like in their conversation and again just sort of look at each other and shrug and they're like, worth it. So then they just sit down, like let go of the data pad and sit down and shut up, and just like one of them hits the ramp open, so the ramp starts lowering, and they just sit forward in their seats, like gripping the throttles, or they're gripping their controls and just ready to go.
Perfect. And I take Arnold with me and attempt to usher everybody onto the ship accordingly.
So they're all the troopers, and I'm assuming your pilot is still on the ship, or like staying on the ship with them.
Yeah.
And some nods and words of knowing in between the two there. Okay. Gonzoro, you've loaded TO1T's empty shell onto the ship, and along with this other Wookiee and Plo are heading towards the cockpit. As you both enter the cockpit, you start to like jostle over who's going to be piloting.
Plo, that's all on you. Is there like a med that we have a med thing on our ship?
There's a med
right?
bay. Yep.
I'm gonna go straight to the med bay.
All right.
So you're gonna head into the med bay.
Better about anyway. So.
Oh wait. Also, I don't know if it fully heals me. Does the med bay fully heal me?
Basically, the longer time you spend in there, the more it heals you.
Can I? So, can I catch a second wind? It says if you are reduced to 1/2 your maximum HP or less, you can catch a second wind as a swift action. This action heals 1/4 of your full hit point total, or a number of points equal to your Constitution score, whichever is greater.
So you would have done that right after you would have been shot the first time. So you would have been shot and then taken a swift action of second wind. So think about it. They have something like that in like Borderlands as an example of like the second I go below X health, if I do I get this extra second wind to like kill somebody during this time, and if I do, then I get this HP back. So,
Okay.
So that can that'll be utilized during
swift action was, but well, that's fine either way. As long as I heal up.
Okay, so we're gonna go into the med bay and just let the.
I do want to tell Plo like we should probably pick up the others.
Yeah.
So let's fly over, and I'm guessing Jace is the closest.
They're about to reach you on the speeder bike. Fasa and Kira are about to reach you on the speeder bike.
All right. Well, I'll leave it up to Plo then, because I'm gonna just go to the med bay and get my shit together.
Righto. And Plo, sorry.
How many turns will it take me to heal?
You'll get 10 or 15 HP each turn you stay there.
Okay, cool.
So, Kier, you and Fasa just reached the exterior of the ship and just kind of give it you try and give it a little scream, except obviously you're floating.
Handbrake.
It's like,
Yeah. I guess we'll just get on board.
all right. And around the same, the beast has now emerged from the clearing and is making its way towards this amassed group of Wookiees at the back corner. And as it moves, it you kind of like see this lizard-like movement, and its tail, as it passes the center of the tower, it just one swipe takes out the entirety of the guard tower, and the whole thing just crumbles to dust. All right, Plo, you are now in the pilot seat.
I forgot if we gotten to go get Ain yet, or is she still?
I'm not with you.
Let's go fly to get her.
That's where the Imperial shuttle now is, where it's starting to pick up Wookiees there, and the Crate Dragon is heading in the same direction.
All right, so we better get there before the Crate Dragon does.
Pretty much.
All right, full bones ahead to get Ain.
Go ahead and roll pilot, and let's see how quick we can get there.
Pilot is pretty good mod. I got a dirty 20.
All right. So in the process of knocking over that center tower, the tail of this massive lizard beast gets actually entangled in some of the cabling. So it's kind of sitting there like struggling to get out of this gigantic metal cable, and it allows you to speed ahead of it as you fly towards Ain and the group of Wookiees, as well as the Imperial shuttle where Arca has just disembarked. And you also touch down, so kind of protecting or creating like a little protective cone around the group. Righto. Where are we at? For Ain, it is you.
All right. So they're on their way to me then.
Both of the ships have now landed there.
Oh, sweet.
And
Cool.
Arca has exited the Imperial shuttle, and you are expressing some, I'm assuming, confusion.
Yeah, I don't know who she is.
Escorted by a Guardian and a Wookiee, and then your crew, the bay just opened for your ship as well.
Okay, cool. So I will approach Arca and just like, I assume you know who I am, but I don't know who you are. And looks like you've brought some stormtroopers here.
I just go, do you know Fossa?
Yes, I do. I know Fossa.
Oh,
I'm
good.
with him.
Like, you must be one of his friends. Yes. I am here to get you. Name is Arca Zaladan. Senator and scholar.
It's very nice to meet you, and I am really, I would love to talk about that whole senator thing. That sounds great. But for now, what are we going to do? I assume this...
That sounds great. Let's move on.
Yeah, great.
Moving on.
I'm Ain, hi. Okay, I assume this ship is to get the Wookiees off, but we have to do something with these stormtroopers because I'm not letting these Wookiees get on there with stormtroopers and letting them drive off together.
Well, they're good. I have convinced them that I own the Wookiees and that they're going to get medals for being so wonderful. And so they're just letting me do whatever I please.
Okay.
You want to do a quick perception case?
Yeah, I can do that. $12.
Do you want to do another quick perception case?
Sure. There we go. 26.
Okay. So you're doing some quick mental math in your head, and it's just not like you're counting the seats, and you're like, this just isn't adding up. Like physical size aside, I just don't know. You just don't know that there's enough capacity between these two ships with the stormtroopers.
Right. Okay. Well, if it's all the same to you, I think we should probably just kill these stormtroopers.
Oh.
Okay, so I'm gonna get on the comms and just talk to the guys on the other ship. Hey, I think we're almost good here. We got to get the Wookiees on this ship, but there are a few stormtroopers. If you guys want to come out, just as some backup, I think we just need to get rid of these guys.
You have a shed load of Wookiees there.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, no, screw that. Whatever. I'll just get the Wookiees. They'll be more than happy to kill these guys, I'm sure. Okay, so I turn around to the Wookiees. I'm trying not to let the stormtroopers hear. I don't know if they can, based on our distance.
They're in the ship, like in the cockpit of the
Well,
ship.
I'm actually going to be speaking Shriwook anyway, so it doesn't matter. But okay, so I'm just like speaking to all the Wookiees. This ship is for you guys. We want you to take it wherever you want to go. Get off this planet. Go, back to what's the planet?
Back to the USSR.
USSR. Yes.
Kashyyyk.
Kashyyyk. Yeah. Go back to Kashyyyk if you want to. But this will fit all of you if we get rid of the stormtroopers inside. I know a lot of you are weakened, but and I'm willing to help. But we need to, in order to get you all off of here, let's come on, let's kill them.
So one of them gestures towards your pistol and just like asks you if he's like, can I take this?
Oh, sure, yeah. Here you
I'm like, what are you saying?
go. Oh, to me, yeah. Oh, yeah, sorry. So I turn around. I'm just telling them that they can take the ship. I'm assuming you want to come with us. I guess if you don't want to, you're welcome to join them. But
Well,
they're
let
just
me-
gonna go kill
Well,
the
let me just get my. I'm interrupting you every time you try to say kill. I'm like, I don't want to know. I'm just like, well, let me get my pilot and my what's it called?
The Guardian came off with you.
Yeah, okay. Valet. That's what I was trying to call him. Let me get my pilot. And I also have something I want to give Arnold before they go. And also, I want to go back to my ship up there. Ryan, I am going to give Arnold the extra data pad.
Okay.
I am going to have all the licenses on that.
Okay.
And I'm also going to give him, how much money is 30,000 credits?
It's pretty decent. It's probably more than anyone else has combined, but obviously it's a fraction of what you have.
Right, it's very, very little of what I have, but I wanted to make sure. And I want to be obnoxiously generous because I don't understand
Okay.
money values.
Right.
I don't think I'm giving him a lot. I'm apologizing as I'm giving him this amount of money.
Sorry, it can't be more.
Like, I'm so sorry, but this is all I can spare for the moment. I don't have access to my bank accounts, and for some reason my allowance hasn't come in for the turn. So I hope that you can manage on this very, very small sum of 30,000 credits.
They all look at each other and they like he just like gives you this massive hug and like picks you up and like puts you back down. And he at the same time he pulls out the gigantic like 3-foot blade that you gave him, and he like gestures towards the other one that Ain gave this pistol to, and this rather large group of 5 to 7 Wookiees go in, and there's a lot of noise that happens inside the shuttle, and Arca just kind of like covers their ears
Yeah.
and like walks toward and like starts walking back towards the other ship that has the open bay. Ain, did you have anything else?
No, that's it. I'll head towards the ship too.
All right, so you're gonna hop on the other ship.
Yep.
Arca, did you have anything else? I'm assuming. I guess I made assumptions there that you're moving over towards the other
Nope,
ship.
that was perfect. That was what I would have done.
Okay, so the 3 of you.
I would have done the same thing.
Yep, you and the other 2 in your party getting on the other ship, and you communicate with the rest of the team that you are that you want to head up and get your ship back on the landing platform. Just so the rest of the team knows that. Gonzoro, are you staying in the med bay?
Yep.
Righto. And so the Krayt Dragon has now untangled his tail and is full tilt running towards the group of Wookiees and the 2 ships that are there. So the team ship starts to take off and starts to pull away, and gets well enough away, while the shuttle is also now like beginning to take off, but is kind of in this like weird jerky tilt, and not all the Wookiees have gotten onto it yet. And the team looks back and sees like stormtrooper bodies being hurled off the back of it. All of them there, and there is a somewhat of a sense of relief to some degree. I'm like, okay, they took care of that piece at least. And like one giant claw comes down and like crushes 3 Wookiees as they're like grouped together to try to get onto this shuttle. And you can see like it's now taken off to the point where it's beyond their height, and it looks like most of them have gotten on it, and there's like 2 of them still hanging on the edge trying to pull themselves up the ramp, and one more that like falls off and into the open jaws of this beast and falls into there, and you can kind of hear
Can it be the one that was giving me a tough time after releasing them? I want to.
And the team now, as they're pulling away, this is what they're witnessing, and they see the team now lands on the landing platform, and to pass off whoever it is that's going to get on the other ship. And they see the shuttle kind of take off in the other direction because they're trying to go along the exterior of the planet to try and escape the Imperial Storm, the Imperial Star Destroyer that's still looming above.
Okay.
So. All right, peeps. That's where we'll wrap up, and we'll pick up on the security platform next time.
Let's hope I leveled up
Yeah.
some force points.